So in this video, we are going to look at how you can use altcoins to increase your Bitcoin holdings. What's up guys, Dirk here from intelligentcryptocurrency.com. Everything is green, so far so good, so let's hope we have a nice couple green weeks ahead of us still and a big pump. So what I want to do in this video, and in case you're new to the channel, you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. It's completely free. You will get my updates as I publish them, and if you want to get email notifications whenever I upload a new video, go sign up for my free crypto masterclass. It's the first link in the description. You get to watch the presentation, you get details on how to join my intelligent cryptocurrency membership if you want, but after that you will also just get updates, email updates of every video I upload. So basically what I want to do in this video is Bitcoin is currently trading at $57,000. right, as I'm making this, which means that owning a Bitcoin is unaffordable for most people at this point. And obviously the higher it goes, the more out of reach it becomes to just own a single Bitcoin. That's the whole point behind it. There will ever only be 21 million Bitcoin in the world, right? There's 8 billion people. There's more than 21 million millionaires in the whole world. So every millionaire in the world can't even own a single Bitcoin. It's mathematically impossible. And that is the scarcity factor behind Bitcoin. And the more attention it's getting, and now we have public companies and billionaires and funds starting to buy up Bitcoin, there's simply not going to be enough to go around. So even just owning one Bitcoin is going to become a really big deal. Brian Armstrong said that, I think, the CEO of Coinbase. But basically, I also made a video about this back in 2019. I'll link to it in the description or up here right now, where I said how owning one Bitcoin could be the best financial decision of your life. Back then, it was trading at $5,500. Now it's 10x that, literally, and it is now unaffordable, right, for most people. But the cool thing is there are literally thousands of different altcoins, and if you understand how the Bitcoin and altcoin relationship works and how the bull run cycle works, it is possible to use altcoins to be able to obtain more Bitcoin, meaning that sure, one Bitcoin is now $57,000. It would cost you $57,000 to buy one whole Bitcoin. But if you use altcoins, right, and you could buy, for example, let's just keep it easy, $5,700 worth of an altcoin, and that altcoin outperforms Bitcoin by 10x to 1, $5,700 of that altcoin could then at some point, when it 10x's compared to Bitcoin, be sold into Bitcoin, and you have a whole Bitcoin. So for the equivalent of $5,700, it might be possible to get one entire Bitcoin right now. And, you know, obviously if that goes 20x, then it would only be half of that. You could get an entire Bitcoin for less than $3,000 if it plays out that way. So it is important to understand this because it really gives you a shot at still being able to obtain a whole Bitcoin. Now, we're going to start by looking at the market dominance. So what you need to understand here, if you don't understand this yet, let me explain it quickly. Basically, there's Bitcoin and there's like 6,000 other different cryptocurrencies. As a whole, they make up the cryptocurrency market cap. And the Bitcoin dominance is classified as basically the market cap of Bitcoin versus the market cap of all other altcoins combined. And the higher the percentage dominance of Bitcoin, that means the more Bitcoin is outperforming compared to the rest of the altcoins. And the lower the percentage of the dominance goes, basically means the other altcoins combined are getting more and more of the total market share compared to Bitcoin, meaning other altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. So what this is, and you can get this chart on TradingView or a lot of other places, I prefer to use TradingView. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart, and you can see over here going back to 2014 even, and this was before there were a whole lot of altcoins, so Bitcoin dominance was close to 100%, it was like 98%. And then in 2016 onwards, especially early 2017, we started getting all the ICO craze, and everyone started making altcoins because they were all able to just build an Ethereum-based token, create their own altcoin, have their own market cap, and that's when we saw the Bitcoin dominance start to fall in a crazy way, meaning that there were altcoins out there, like for example Neo, that started at cents and ran up to like $200, right? Absolutely insane. So the performance of these altcoins compared to Bitcoin is insane. And that's again what you have to understand. Bitcoin is at $57,000. So even if it goes to 500K, it's not even a 10x. And that would be absolutely ridiculous, Bitcoin at 500K, right? I'm not saying it's impossible, but just the amount of money that has to flow into it to make that happen is huge. But like I said, that's only not even a 10x. Now, if Bitcoin goes to 500K, the amount of money flowing into the crypto space that can find its way into Ethereum and other altcoins, I mean, if we see Bitcoin at 500K, we might see it Ethereum at, 20K or more, and we might see some of these lower market cap coins really do 50, 100x or more, right? If we look at, for example, ICX, which is trading at $2, imagine that goes to $50. That's a 25x at this point. It could go to $100. That's a 50x, right? And even a 50x at this point would put it at about $60 billion, something like that, as a market cap. So it's still not too insane. So the lower the market cap of a coin, the higher the upside ROI potential, right? So coming back to the Bitcoin dominance chart over here, you can see this was the previous bull run, okay? Started roughly in July 2016. This was the date of the halving in 2016, this vertical line. And you can see how the Bitcoin dominance just plummeted from that point onwards, right? And this rectangle box here, this is when we had the crazy altcoin boom. You can see it started in about early December to December 2017 to middle of January, right? And that is literally the last month of the 18-month bull run. So this whole period from the halving took about 18 months till the peak. And this last month was the insane parabolic move in altcoins. And this is, for example, when we saw ICX go from about $1 to $13 in less than a month, right? So that is the huge 10, 20, 50, 100x in a month upside parabolic move that I suspect we are still going to see in this bull run. Now, when, I don't know, but hopefully that is going to be the case. And what we're seeing here, this is the most recent halving, okay, May 2020 over here. And you can see we had a drop in dominance after the halving. Same like here, we had a big spike up. This is where Bitcoin started this run from 10K to like 40K. And since then, it started pulling back down. And technically, you know, we have a double top over here. We have a retest of this supporting trend line, which now became resistance. So a very strong point over here, and we've started moving down. Now, if this can continue to move down and even break down below that 57 level, below this previous support over here, which then I think we can get some serious movement to the downside, and that is when we really start to see alts have a parabolic move to the upside. So I do expect that at some point there is a good chance we will see altcoin dominance or Bitcoin dominance, go back to these low levels in the 30s, right? 30 percentages, maybe high 30%, maybe low 40%. But either way, if we get down to these levels in Bitcoin dominance, altcoins will have been massively outperforming, and that is where you can follow the strategy. Like I said, if you buy altcoins and they outperform Bitcoin, you can then sell it into Bitcoin and, you know, maybe 10x or 20x the value of your money into Bitcoin. Like I said, you might be able to turn $6,000 into an altcoin now into potentially a Bitcoin, right? Or 3,000 or whatever it is. So this gives you a real shot at taking a smaller amount of money that's more affordable for a lot of people, because like I said, $57,000, who has that to risk on something as speculative as Bitcoin, right? And cryptocurrency. I mean, if they're saying you should risk no more than 10%, that means you basically need to have a net worth of at least $570,000 to be able to buy a Bitcoin with $57,000 risk management point of view, right? And that's basically just unaffordable for most people. But $5,000 to $10,000 is still a possibility to come up with in some way, especially maybe even 3, 4, 5. You don't have to get a whole Bitcoin, right? But imagine $2,000 or $3,000 in the right altcoin at some point could turn into maybe half a Bitcoin. That would be pretty awesome, right? So how does this work? Let's go and have a look here. So I would recommend keeping an eye on this Bitcoin dominance chart, okay? And especially this 57 level. Once we start to break through there to the downside, I do suspect it will accelerate, just like something we saw here. And that is when altcoins can really start to kick off. So what you need to do is you need to look at the Bitcoin altcoin pairings. So let's go to CoinGecko so I can explain this, because you can see it over here too. And I think ICX is a great project. So basically over here, we're seeing, you can see the US dollar price, but below that you see the Bitcoin price, right? So for this purpose, we don't care about the US dollar price too much. What we care about is the Bitcoin price, and then looking at it on the charts with the Bitcoin pairing to see the potential upside versus Bitcoin, because the goal here specifically, if you're following the strategy, is to get more Bitcoin. You use altcoins to get more Bitcoin, right? So you pay US dollars for it, whatever it is. At this point, it's $2.09 for one ICX. But what matters is the Bitcoin pairing. So let's go over to TradingView and look at the ICX BTC chart. So you can see this one specifically is available in TradingView. This is available on Binance.com. icon BTC, right? So ICX BTC. So basically what you can do is you can trade your Bitcoin for ICX, and then when it rises in Bitcoin value, you can trade it back to Bitcoin, and that's how you have more Bitcoin, right? So you can see over here, since the inception of ICX back in 2017, right, a huge pump, huge dump, bear market, right? But you can see over here, the upside potential is enormous. So what you can see now is ICX versus BTC is trading at 3666, right? So basically, the higher this goes, if you were to swap your Bitcoin, right, you get a certain amount of ICX. So let's get the calculator out here. And basically, if this doubles, right, so let's just say 3666 times 2, 7332. If it goes to there, okay, let's just say you put in 0.1 Bitcoin at this level, and it goes to 7332, then you can pull out 0.2 Bitcoin. That's how you double it. Right? If it goes, so let's say 3666 times 3, 10,998. Okay, so if it goes to 11,000, you basically triple whatever amount of Bitcoin that you would put in right now. Meaning, even if you were to put in a whole Bitcoin, let's say you're rich, you have a whole Bitcoin, you put it into ICX at this level, it goes to 11,000 versus BTC, then you get 3 Bitcoin that you can cash out if you sell ICX back into Bitcoin, right? That is the power of this. And you don't have to do a whole Bitcoin, obviously. You can do whatever you're comfortable with, 0.1, 0.01. It's just all about the concept of using altcoins to get more Bitcoin. And there is a time when this works and a time when this doesn't work. So the time when it works is when this value is low, like this. During the top of the bull market, you don't want to be trading Bitcoin into altcoins, because then the chance of it crashing during a bear market, Bitcoin, the last time anyway, has outperformed the altcoins. So it would have been bad to hold altcoins throughout the bear market because they kept on losing their Bitcoin value. But now, because they've lost so much value, the chances of them increasing because of the new money flow into the cycle, meaning the small market caps, like I've explained, are gonna outperform Bitcoin. There's a good chance of that. Then it outperforms in Bitcoin value too. So you can see over here, even if it were to go like even here, you see this is 22,000, right? Like I said, at 11,000, it's already a 3x. So 22,000, I need the calculator for this. 22,000 divided by 3. It's a 6x, right? You can 6x your Bitcoin, even if it just goes back to this level, right? 22,000. Imagine it goes back to here, 48,000, right? It's insane. You could 10x the amount of Bitcoin you have if it goes 10x from there, 36,000, right? And 10x, let's just put that line there so you can see it. 10x is 36,000 against Bitcoin value, right? So look, maybe it'll never get back to the all-time high in terms of Bitcoin value, because you have to keep in mind that at this point in time, Bitcoin was, what was it, $20,000? Now it's already $60,000. So if Bitcoin continues to go up in US dollar value, it would mean the ICX value would need to go to $50, $100 maybe for it to possibly be able to reach there. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but let's just be conservative and say, you know, the max it'll reach was 50% of this whole move. Well, you know, that's potentially still a 10x in your Bitcoin. So that 0.1 equivalent right now, the $5,700, if put into ICX and ICX outperforms Bitcoin by 10 to 1, then that 0.1 today worth of BTC can turn into a whole Bitcoin, and then you can sell your ICX for Bitcoin and you're stuck with 1 Bitcoin. So that's basically how it works. I know it might still be a little bit confusing, so hopefully this does explain it for you more. I did make a video about Bitcoin and Fiat trading pairs, so I'll link that in the description below too. Maybe that'll help clarify if you still don't understand this concept too much. But basically, the simple way here is to look at Bitcoin pairings, and I'm not saying ICX specifically. There's so many different other pairings, altcoin, Bitcoin, right, that you can look at, but you can use these altcoins as vehicles. Even if you have 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.01 Bitcoin, you can use these altcoins, irrespective of the fiat value, to increase your Bitcoin holdings. Now, of course, it is not without risk. It's not guaranteed that you can double or triple or 10x your Bitcoin at all. You know, it could also underperform, and that means you end up with less Bitcoin value. So again, it's not financial advice, guys. I'm just sharing the strategy with you so that, you know, you can proceed with it if you want at your own risk. Understand the risks. Never go all in, of course, because who knows what's going to happen. Always manage your risk. Never gamble or invest or speculate with any money that you can't afford to lose. That's basically just how it goes. I want to give you an example of this that I actually did in real time with the members of Intelligent Cryptocurrency. So again, that's one of the benefits. If you are a member, I share my own personal buy and sell movements in real time in our Discord chat groups. So if you want more info on that, go sign up for the masterclass. First link in the description below. You'll get to see all the details and how to join and members testimonials. And if you want to join us inside there, you absolutely can. So this chart specifically is gas, which is the dual currency system from NEO, the cryptocurrency. They basically have NEO and they have gas as the utility token, right? They have a dual system. But basically, I saw this gas can be traded against Bitcoin. So basically on January 24th, I posted this in real time in the members Discord. I said, hey, I bought some gas against BTC at 590. Okay, that was somewhere over here, January 24th, yeah, down here, right? And I saw the divergence playing out, so that's a really cool tool. I'm not going to go into that too much in detail, but basically technical analysis, you see a divergence on the price action versus the RSI, and it allows you to make more profitable entry points, high probability profitable entry points anyway. So basically, bought some gas, sold some Bitcoin for that, and today it's already traded as high as 3,000, right? So it almost went 6x in a matter of a couple of weeks. And basically that means, you know, you put in 1 Bitcoin, you could have had as much as 6. If you put in 0.1, it could have been 0.6. If you put in 0.01, it could have been 0.006, and so on and so forth. So basically you can see where this came from historically, right? Can't even fit it on the chart. You can see gas, and this was insane. This was obviously during the bull run. I don't know if we'll ever get back to these levels in Bitcoin terms anyway. Who knows, but you know, it's insane. You can see 73,000, and it dropped super low throughout the bear market, right? So again, this shows that in a bear market you don't want to be holding altcoins, because relative to Bitcoin they are massively going to underperform. But now that it's dropped so low, and now that we are in this bull run, especially nearing, I'd say, the later stage of the bull run, where the money is going to start flowing into the altcoins, keep an eye on the Bitcoin dominance like I explained earlier, then there is potential for this to move higher a lot faster when the altcoins start outperforming Bitcoin. And then you can have these plays where you can put in your Bitcoin and double, triple, 5x, maybe 10x your Bitcoin, and sell it back into Bitcoin. And then, you know, you have a lot more Bitcoin that, you know, you can either hold or sell or do whatever you want with. So that's basically the strategy that you can apply. Again, it's not risk-free, guys. It's not guaranteed. Be careful with this. Don't go and, you know, take big risks with all your Bitcoin and stuff. But calculate your risk. Proceed at own risk. Not financial advice. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. So if you did, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel below. Click the notification bell. And to get on my email list, sign up for the free masterclass. That's the first link in the description below. And of course, you'll get the details on how to join my Intelligent Cryptocurrency membership if you want to do that, where you can basically get access to the Discord group and my newsletter and my own buy and sell movements and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Have an awesome week ahead, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.